What makes you happy? No, really, what makes you happy? Now, this sounds like such a simple question, right? But for many of us, this is actually a difficult question to ask and a difficult question to answer. Ask a child what makes them happy. The sky makes them happy. The grass makes them happy. Ice cream makes them happy. It's a pretty simple question to ask a child. But for adults, our priorities have changed. Life has kind of worn on us. And somewhere, somehow, we have been convinced, just like what we talked about last week, the concept of self-love being narcissistic, somehow also we've been convinced that we don't necessarily need to be happy, that it's more so about that instead of us deciding that we need to be happy, there are so many other things that we need to do. We have so many more responsibilities that we need to take care of, and we push our happiness on the back burner. And because of that, many lead lives where they hate going to bed at night and they hate waking up in the morning because the same shit, excuse my language, is awaiting them the next day and the next day and the next day, and all they can do is hope for the weekend. Now guys, this isn't living. Life is meant to be lived and life is meant to be fun. So if you're struggling with that question of what makes you happy, then take 5 minutes, take a piece of paper and write down the things that don't make you happy. And then, because of that contrast, write down the things that do make you happy and start finding ways to do the things that make you happy. Things don't necessarily happen in an overnight fashion, but little things that we do every single day compound to create greater things. And your happiness is worth it because every day is not granted to us. And if you're not living a life that is fulfilling you, that is making you happy, and where you're able to utilize your superpowers and express those in contribution to the world and therefore spreading that onto other people, then I encourage you to start making some changes. And if you need help, because listen guys, Rome wasn't built in a day and it really does take a village, join my mastermind using the link below or the one in my bio, where you can join an intimate group of like-minded JDs and attorneys discovering their superpowers, owning their superpowers, and collaborating in this mastermind to create more inspired lives that they love, where they can work and play with passion and joy.